Family. All right, it is your neighborhood, the guy that can. All right, we got a little weekend project here. Nothing too major, nothing too big. We're gonna cut a square out. Now, granted, it was all broken up like that. Good bit of holes. There was some repair done here by a plumbing company, and of course, when you call them out, for whatever reason, they don't replace the sheetrock. They just bust a hole and do what they need to do, and that's it. Not sure why that is, but hey, family love it. So, anywho, that's why we have the guy that can. So, I'm here to get this project done. There was some trash here, broken up pieces like this in this corner here. First basic thing you're gonna do to replacing any sheetrock, as you see it there on the floor, there's another little piece of it there. Not that high up, but this is in the washroom, of course, where you put your washer and dryer. First thing you want to do is make yourself some nice square area. Make a nice square area. So when you get the replacement rock, as I call it, or sheetrock, or board, whatever your name is for it, you can put it back in and lay it out pretty nicely. So just a few professional tips. Number one, after you get it cut out, this is what we call a stud here. This is superficial. This was put here to hold something else up behind the wall. Doesn't really matter about this, but this is your stud. That is your what we call a wall stud. So when you get in the center of that stud, as you've seen that I've done right here, you want to go right above it and put a mark. Now, I'm going to tell you why that's going to help you later. Stud placement in your wall, so that when you nail or screw, whatever you choose to do, you'll know where the stud is. You take your level and put your mark. So as I get the rest of this out, I don't think there's any more studs in the wall. Generally studs are 16-inch spacing. Some of your older homes are built on 12, but these look pretty wide. So nevertheless, we're gonna get this out. We're gonna finish getting this out, and then I'll show you the hole once it opens. Now, another great tool, this tool here. This is a Cobalt. That is the brand that I chose, but they use these blades, orbital sanders, or orbital cutters is what I call them. I'm gonna look it up, probably tell y'all the real name of it after a while, but nevertheless, this tool is a lifesaver, because once you draw your line, you can take that tool, and as you see, it goes right in that wall. Doesn't make a big mess. It's loud. I'll turn it on for you. It's got a light on it, as you can see. I'll make a cut here just so you can. Not a lot of mess. That's cut all the way through. Very good tool. So get yourselves one of these. Doesn't matter the brand, especially for a weekend warrior. You can use whatever you like. Cobalt is the brand that I like. Most of your Lowe's will carry Cobalt, and that's generally where I shop. Not to pick on any other place, but that's what I like. And they'll have your blades and your accessories. As you can see, I've got a Cobalt battery charger. I've got Cobalt drills, so on and so forth. You get the picture. Buy into the system, and then that way everything will work pretty much off the same set of batteries, and you won't have that trouble of trying to find a Milwaukee battery for a Cobalt or so on and so forth, which won't match. So again, like I said, I'm gonna tighten up. I'm gonna finish up a little bit. This is a quick project, but nonetheless, I'll keep you posted as I'm going. Of course, when you get right here to where your outlets are at, we're going to trim this out in here for the sheetrock, here and here. So when I bring the sheetrock in here and slide it in there, it'll slide up under there and still be covered up. That's one way. Or you can take all of this apart and put it in there and cut it. That's a little extra for me. Tech tip number 2. When you have something like this, you may not be able to get the whole piece up under there, but that's okay. If you can't, you just cut the piece in half. Now you got 2 pieces to put in. Like I say again, as long as you go square, and as you will see, I got it. You go square, pull your good measurements, you'll be able to cut it and replace it. All right, it's your neighborhood guy that can. Live your life, family. Y'all be good. All right, so you see I've got it out. Nails will be in the wall. That's what they do. Of course, when these houses were built, a lot of the older homes, they use nails rather than screws, but that's okay. Get you a trusty, dusty hammer. I've had this hammer here for, I don't know, probably 25 years. I love this hammer. It's right for me. The swing is good. The weight is right. It's balanced. Those are things you learn as you use the tool. So get your hammer. You can get those nails out. All right, family. Another tech tip. While you're doing this, get yourself a good tape measure. Get what you like. Some people can read tape measures without all the extra numbers. Some can't. It's just what you're exposed to. Like I said, I've been a craftsman my entire adult life, so I can read one without all the numbers. So what you're going to do is either take video of it, take a picture of it, all right, and just so you know those long lines all the way across are your whole marks. Now, some will say, man, you got to measure it back here, but really, I can't see it. So then we know we could go anywhere here as long as we start there and go across, okay? So you need to know the thickness of your sheetrock going back. If you don't know how to use a measuring tape at all, just take a piece of it with you. Break a piece of it, take it with you to the store. The people at your home goods store, Lowe's, whatever, Home Depot, they'll be happy to match it for you and get you a piece. A lot of times you don't need to buy a whole sheet. Sometimes they have available where you can buy partial sheets of sheetrock, so you just match your thickness, bring it back. Like I said, make you a good square, and go get what you need from the store. Come back, cut it, put some nails in it, make it happen. All right. Family. Okay. Little technical difficulties with the phone. I'm sitting outside. I'm at mother-in-law's house, doing this project. I'm gonna take you back in. As we know, anybody that's familiar with sheetrock, cutting that sheetrock is something else, and you have to take time to take your breathers, walk away from it, go back to it. But I've got it cut. I've got it all screwed back in, and I just gotta get the spackle in and put on it and seal it up. But I'll show y'all that. I'm not gonna bore you with the spackling because we all know what that is and what that entails, and it's just a process. But like I said, it's a washroom, and Mother needs her washer and dryer back intact. So I will say, and I'm gonna close this door. The air is a little heavy. I'm sitting in the truck, as you can see. I want to say this, and definitely not preaching, because I'm not perfect. I am not a saint by any means. I try to live life to the best, and I try to do the best I can by people. But I'll say this, after yesterday, I buried a really close friend of mine. I've known him since I was 14, and I'm 53 now. raise the kids, together in the same city. Of course, I travel for work, but he's been here. His kids call me Uncle Bobby, so on and so forth. My kids call him Uncle Darryl. I call him Fat Darryl. That's my nickname for him, but buried him yesterday. He died about 2 weeks ago on a Tuesday, and his sister passed that Thursday due to some sickness and complications. So I said that to say that yesterday I did a funeral with a double casket, very large family, and it was, of course, emotional and heavy. It's been a lot on me for the past 2 weeks, but I'm reminded of Job and how much, God allowed to be put on him. And through it all, he still carried his faith. Even the minister said it yesterday in the eulogy, is don't lose your worship. Don't lose your worship. And he used Job to start his sermon off of with that. But that's also my favorite book, I'll say, in scripture, in the Bible, passage in the Bible. I truly, truly live and believe in the passage that says God will put no more on you than you can bear. Truly, truly, truly believe in that. 100% wholeheartedly. So that makes life a lot easier for me. Doesn't make it easy, but there's a lot of things that go on in life, and I know that I can bear it because I believe in that passage 100%. So I hope that me sharing this, of course, with each of you will have you, to believe in it, or go do some research, read it for yourself. Don't take my word for it, but that's what I believe. And like I said, time is winding up, man. We've been friends for a very long time. Kids growed up together. They call me Uncle Bobby. My kids call him Uncle Darryl. Like I said, and it's just really a heavy time. I'm connected to the mortician here in town, one of the morticians in town, and since I'll say middle of December, on Facebook, I've seen him post at a minimum of 3 times per week about somebody passing, someone that either I knew, pretty good, because Florence is not a great big city, or vaguely knew. But if I didn't know them, I know somebody in the family. So, like I said, it's time is, as the old people say, winding up. But I will say that I've noticed a lot of people leaving. I will say that, and so it's just time to get ourselves together. And of course, this message is for y'all, but it's also for me, because I need to, get myself together. There's things that I need to do. There's things that I need to work out, and I'm working on those things. But life is short. Don't let a small thing tear a relationship up between you and any individual, because they could be here today and gone tomorrow. I talked to Darryl 2 weeks before he passed. I was out of town on vacation for my birthday. I've also been traveling for work, and I told him when I got some time, when I got home, we'd get together. Unfortunately, I never got the opportunity to get with him because he's gone. And not that we had any issues or anything, but because our relationship was whether we talked every week, every day, every month, whatever the case may be. When we spoke, we would pick up the conversation from wherever we left it the last time we spoke. So we had a good relationship, no problems. But I just feel I needed to say that as well. There are things that's going on in life, and you hear about people. Well, I used to deal with this person, but now I don't deal with them anymore. And I think that, number one, I think that a lot of things can be talked out. I think that when you have an issue with a person, rather than being mad and upset with that person, go talk to that person and let's see if you can come to a common understanding. Now, that doesn't mean that person is going to do what you want him to do. or vice versa, him or her, because this message is not specific to any group of people, not specific to any color, male or female. This is all human beings. The world is hurting right now. There's a lot of things going on, and so we need to mend relationships. We need to get our lives together. For whatever time God bless us with, and we need to move forward. So I'll say that, work on what you got to work on. Enjoy your life, because you only get one. When you leave here, that's it. There's no more. In terms of your earthly life, there's no more. That's it. And that's what I believe in. Again, I'm not trying to tell anybody what they believe in. Some people might believe they come back as an ant or a dog or whatever the case may be. They have a second life. That's your business. That's not what I believe in. But that's it. Life is short. So I'm going to let it go at that. This is the guy that can. I'm going to take y'all back in the house, let y'all see what's going on. Live your life, people. That's my slogan, and I'm going to stick to it. Live your life. Live your life. Enjoy your life. Whatever God gives you, whether it's a day, a week, a month, or a year. None of us know the hour, nor do we know the time. Live your life. Okay, family? All right. We'll take y'all in the house. All right, family. Here it is. That's the finished product. So I just got to put the mud back on it, tape it up, mud it up, and that'll be it. And I can put the washing machine and dryer back here. So Mother has a stackable where one unit is on top of the other, which I think is a good idea, especially when you have a smaller space. A bunch of junk, got some tools in here, but like I said, that's it. So thank y'all for watching. Thank y'all for being patient with me. And like I said, I don't know everything. I'm not trying to act like I know everything. I just know what I know, and I try to do the best that I can. So I want to share that with you all, the family, as I call it. I want to share that. So, hey, y'all be good. Live your life, like I said again. Live your life, because you only get one. Life is short. Live your life. All right? Hey, do something different tomorrow that you had never done before, or the next day. Before the year out, let's try something different. Let's try something better. Go a place that you wanted to go and hadn't made it there yet. Take that trip. All right? It's the guy that can. Y'all be good. Later.